Welcome back inside the Now Morning Show, ladies and gentlemen. We've been having a fantastic Monday morning so far, and I hope that you are as well. I hope you have your coffee, you have a nice plate of breakfast in front of you, or maybe you're heading out to get that breakfast somewhere, and you're taking us with you on Facebook, because you know we're live on Facebook as well. So good morning to the entire Facebook team.
Morning.
Morning, morning.
All right.
Long time we didn't hear them out, you know.
Oh, they had the bacchanal going on up in Sandy Gandhi?
Well,
Actually, yes. You know Miss Bax over here, Morning Rhoda Barrett. She the original Bax.
Yeah, she's
the
Queen
original
Bacchanal.
Bax, yeah.
But up in the Sandy Gandhi Regional Corporation, one of the UNC councillors has been charged with misbehavior in public office.
Yes.
And this morning, we're going to chat a little bit about that. And to do that, I want to welcome Alderman Ronnie Lochan and Councillor Simone Gill-Joseph. Good morning, and welcome to the Now Morning Show.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Rokas, and to your viewing audience, and Ms. Natalie Lavgo, and Mr. Kerry Roberts as well.
Morning.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, everyone.
So, Alderman, I want to start with you. Tell me, what is the precedent that happens when a councillor or someone in office is charged with an offence?
Right. Well, in the past, you would have realized that the PNM government, the PNM arm of the politics, we in the PNM pride ourselves with integrity. When someone is charged and brought before the courts, what we do is that we move them from office.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You would recall the Honorable Franklin Khan and Mr. Eric Williams in the past when they were called into question, and the Honorable Prime Minister then, Mr. Mervyn Augustus Patrick Manning, did remove them from office. And that was the honorable thing to do, and ask them to vindicate themselves from all these charges and then return to office. Recently, it has happened with Ms. Marlene MacDonald. You would know that she has as well has been brought before the court, and the Honorable Mr. Keith Christopher Rowley, Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, did the honorable thing as well, and asked her to relieve herself of office until her name is cleared. Until such time, she has been out of office. So we at the PNM we do the honorable thing of the moral, based on moral values, of relieving ourselves from the position so that we can keep our integrity intact and gain public trust at the end of it all.
All right. So what you're saying is that from a moral perspective and from an honor perspective, that yes, if you're charged with something, you know, the precedent has been set by the PNM to ensure that the person steps down from the position until their name is cleared or whatever, it's sorted out, right? But there, in terms of the Constitution, or in terms of the framework, the legal framework set up for the regional corporation, is it something that is in there as well, that you should step down if you are up before the courts?
Based on Section 25, it is asked that if a councillor has been charged or in any way have to relieve himself of office, that he should step down. But at the end of the day, the thing is that as a councillor in the corporation, if you have charges being waived against you, and you still have that voting right in the corporation, it gives, or it lends to say that the system is not working well. So the thing is that he had relieved himself of chairmanship of the finance committee, but at the end of the day, he still has that voting right, which could create some ambiguity at the end of it all.
Simone Gill-Joseph, can you tell me a little bit more about the voting rights that councillors have?
Hi, good morning, everyone, once again. Yes, the Councillor Anna Mirage, Councillor for Cumuto, Tamana, all members of council actually are members of the committee, of the whole of every committee at the Sangre Grande Regional Corporation.
All right.
The only thing Councillor Anna Mirage would have lost was a casting vote. That's it. He still sits in the committee of the Finance, Planning and Allocation of Resources Committee meeting, and he still has a vote. He is still privy to all of the information as if he were chairman. He is still privy to all information that other members of council are privy to. So it is unacceptable that he continues to sit in a position where a position of influence with these types of charges that are above him, although he is still innocent until proven guilty. The perception that is created as he sits there is not something that we would like to have at the regional corporation. So it is our view that he should step down. He still has all of the voting rights as every other member except the casting vote.
Okay, so can you explain to me, either of you, can you explain to me what happens if, let's say, he does step down and he's found not guilty? What is the process? Is there a process to get him back on, or does he have to go through whatever the initial process was to become a councillor?
He'll have to go through whatever the law provides currently, but that's not what we were actually here to discuss. Once he resigns, there's a process by law that has to be followed,
right.
And that process is clear, and all members or all political parties are aware. But this is not where we are here to discuss. Today, we are here to discuss the fact that there is a member with sitting charges that directly correlate to his position as councillor, and it's something that we need members to locate the moral compass, because apparently it has been thrown out of the window. And that's not something that we are willing to accept at the Sangre Grande Regional Corporation. Whatever precedent may have been set before, it doesn't justify the continuance of a bad precedent. And that's something that we want to work with the people on and ensure that the people are aware and appreciative of the fact that we want, and we hear their voices, and we are listening to the fact that they want the honorable, moral, decent, ethical thing to be done.
Right.
And that only be done with the councillor's resignation.
Question, because I don't know how it works technically, right? So I'm asking, forgive me. Is it possible for the other councillors to vote somebody off of the council?
No. It's really, we have a motion on Thursday, which will be a vote for his resignation.
Right.
But it doesn't guarantee that he will resign, sorry. It's based on his moral or ethical judgment, or if his party decides to demand his resignation. But at the end of the day, you were not voted into office with charges over your head. You were voted into office with presumably clean hands.
Right.
And the people of Cumuto, Tamana, I've spoken to Alderman Ronnie Lochan about this. The people of Cumuto, Tamana have been speaking out, but apparently persons are not listening. And today we are here to be their voices. The people of Cumuto, Tamana have been speaking out against the fact that the sitting member, this person that they would have elected into office, although innocent until proven guilty, has damning charges against him, criminal charges that directly relate to his position as a councillor. And all they are asking for is demit office or demit office until such time. Clean your hands and come back.
Clean your hands and come back. And if it is that he were to resign, is there that they would need an election to be able to replace to fill the seat that he would now leave vacant?
The law speaks to that. I'm not privy to the section currently, so I wouldn't be able to confirm directly which section it is, but the law speaks to that clearly.
Alderman, you have any insight into that?
No, I say at the end of the day, the law will come into play, and whatever process they have to implement the law, it will apply.
All right. Well, I mean, I hear exactly what you guys are saying. Clean your hands and come back is what you're saying. If you've been accused of something and charged for it, then I guess there should be enough precedent set for, vacating the office until the situation is sorted out and cleared up. Not least, it look like you want to ask something.
No. I was just saying that they said they have a motion on Thursday. So if that motion is successful, wouldn't that mean that he has to move?
It will place some pressure on him, but legally, you can't, because he's an elected representative, you can't really, the only thing that can happen is his personal choice to resign.
Right.
or the party demanding his resignation.
So even if the vote says that everybody thinks that he should leave, it's still up to him to decide, or up to the party.
It is still up to him, yes. Right? But at the end of the day, we would hope that the remaining, or the UNC members, the chairman, the political leader of the United National Congress, Mr. Samala Prasad Visesa, will demand his resignation, because a choice has to be made. People are demand. And it cannot be that we hold an office, the office of the Councillor for Cumuto Tamana, a distinguished office in local government, one we hold in high regard. You can't choose a person over the office and the people. It cannot be. So we would hope that a precedent is set, moral judgment is placed at the fore, and the correct moral judgment is placed at the fore, and the resignation is demanded, and that the councillor demits office until, again, such time, as I said, clean your hands and come.
Right, but I know that it's a question that was posed to, I think it was Anita Gaines at one of their press conferences. And as far as I'm aware, the party is standing behind him. I am subject to correction, but I think the party is standing behind him.
And I think that's what we're here to discuss this morning, is that they want to appeal to, their moral compass, and to say, this is wrong, and if it is a precedent that has been set, and if the people are saying that they don't have the faith anymore because of the charges brought up, especially the type of charges that were brought up, then they are calling on his resignation. Well, I want to thank you both, Councillor and Alderman, for joining us this morning and for sharing this on behalf of the people of Sangre Grande and the Regional Corporation as well. So thank you guys so much for joining us this morning, Councillor Simone Gill-Joseph and Alderman Ronnie Lochan. Thank you for being here with us on the Now Morning Show.
Thank you. Have a blessed day, everyone. Bye-bye.
Enjoy your day.